I didn't let my husband have sex on the first night of marriage because I was in love with someone else. I told my husband. He didn't say anything and sat in a corner of the room and started crying and gave me a letter in my hand and said to open it in the morning. And when I opened that letter, I screamed, "Why to know this?" You have to listen to the end of the story. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do that and press the bell icon so you can get the latest updates from the never-ending collection of my stories. So I was born in a religious family. Life was not that easy for me. I lived according to my traditions. I was supposed to. I could rebel against them. But then I had no option. I never wanted to make an ideology of my own because I knew I'm not mentally capable of doing that. Religion was a matter of life and death for my family. Any wrong move could hurt my integrity. But could I do in such circumstances? Surrender, so I did that. I got nothing in my hands. I was not one of those people who used to make their own way. I was a follower. I followed our conventions and grew up till the age of 16. I couldn't see a woman except my mother and sister. When I passed my puberty stage, my parents decided to marry me with some girl that chose a girl of their own choice and made me marry her. I surrendered this time too. She was a nice woman on our wedding night. I was very confused. My dad briefly guided me about everything, but I still couldn't relax myself. I entered the room and asked her if she's comfortable. She didn't say anything. I sat next to her and removed her wheel. Her eyes were full of tears. I thought she was upset because she left her parents' home. I tried comforting her and offered her milk, but she denied. I was sitting silently next to her and didn't say a word after a while. She said, "I want to tell you something." I said, "Yes, make yourself comfortable and tell me whatever you want." She said, "You look like a good person. I don't want to deceive you at any cost. I lived in a conventional environment just like you. We have earned nothing in our life. But following, the only difference between me and you is that I decided to rebel against her secretly, but it couldn't help me afterwards. And now I'm at the worst stage of my life." I asked for further elaboration and she replied, "I love the person. I tried making him a permanent part of my life, but I couldn't. Now I'm in front of you. You are a man. I never decide for you are good at your place. But I choose a long time ago to break these shackles of slavery I think is more worthy than a man's independence. And my only mistake is that I was born in a place like this where rebellion and new ideas are disregarded as blasphemy. How can I survive in an environment like this? I don't want to have sex with you because I love someone else." I heard whatever she was saying. After that, I went out of my room and smoked cigarettes for the first time in my life. I had no option. This was miserable, so miserable to the point that I feel like I'm losing my sanity. In the morning, I left a letter on the side table so that she could read it. I wrote it in that letter very briefly that she can be with that person. I will not raise any question, but I will not harm you in any way. You can live the way you want. Life is all about the right choices and you are choosing something good for you. I'll never ask you to stop it. You have the right to live according to your own choices. You can leave before I come back home, live your life with freedom. I came back from the office, but she was still there. I ordered my food and asked her why she didn't go for her beloved, please. She replied that she needs some time to think. But in reality, I knew that her beloved didn't believe in her. Despite all her love and efforts, he couldn't believe that she didn't have sex with her husband because she loves him. I know she is devastated inside, but she's hiding that from me. I did nothing but watch all the drama. What could she do in my regard? So I was hoping for nothing good because I knew nothing would happen for 3 straight days. I asked that same question and she kept on saying I still haven't made any decision. On my 4th day, I came back from the office and I saw her well dressed. She made food for us. She made a bun of her hair and she looked like a princess from the Victorian era. We had dinner together. And after that, I asked her that same question. What's your decision? And why are you still here? She replied, I've made my decision and I will be living with you because from now on, I've chosen you as my man. After that, we went to our bedroom and we made love. I removed her clothes one by one. Her body was glowing. She was some goddess from heaven. We had passionate sex. And that day I came to realize that she belongs to me. Life seemed an illusion to me for a moment. I felt for a moment that I achieved everything in my life. I got the fruit of my convened the life in the end. After a year, she got pregnant and we had a beautiful baby boy. Life filled itself gradually with all the colors that were ever missing in it. If you find our story interesting, do like our video, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press bell icon for receiving our videos regularly.